Wow, I choked on a peanut. Cut. Easy Buddah Bowls follow a simple template. Stick with me and I'll make you an expert. Whether you're going to the beach like I am or you're looking for meal prep for the week, this is a recipe for real life that is packed with pro tips. I'm Christina and you're here on the main.
Can I come in your kitchen, baby, and cook all night long with you?
I am feeling good today because we are heading to the beach, and I don't know about you guys, but I like to eat well at the beach. I'm making these Buddah Bowls so that we can have a really nice fresh dinner, something that's gonna make everyone feel good, and honestly, it's just gonna be really impressive. And as promised, we're gonna learn how to build a Buddah Bowl with an actual template. And the first thing you need to do is start with a grain. So I'm adding some brown rice to the pot, and I'm gonna season it generously with salt. You wanna be very generous with this because this is our only opportunity to season the rice. I added 1 1/3 cups of rice, so that means I'm gonna add 2 2/3 cups of water. Now the big reason I'm using brown rice today is because it just holds its texture better than white rice. White rice can get a little bit gummy, and this is gonna sit for a bit until we're ready to eat it. So we wanna retain that chew from the brown rice. Anytime you have an opportunity to use it, I mean, why not? If you wanna use quinoa as your grain, go for it. Like I said, white rice, no problem. Any grain is gonna be your #1 base for your Buddah Bowl. I'm gonna pop this on the stove, we'll turn it on high. Second it starts to boil, turn it down to low, and it's brown rice, so it's gonna be a while. It's gonna give us time to prep the rest of our ingredients. After you've decided on your grain, you're gonna need a protein. Today I'm using chickpeas because we have somebody in our party that's gonna be at the beach that's a vegetarian. So I'm gonna add some of these chickpeas to the carnivore Buddah Bowl. I'm gonna add some to the vegetarian Buddah Bowl. This is a great way to prepare your chickpeas that is honestly no fuss, but full of flavor. I'm dumping an entire can of chickpeas into this pot. Wait till you guys see how easy this is. Adding a full can of coconut milk and curry paste. I'm gonna add a big spoonful. This is about 1.5 tablespoons. And guys, I know you're like, it can't be this easy. That's all she's gonna do to these chickpeas? Pretty much. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt just to season it up. I'm gonna put the lid on. Now this coconut milk is gonna evaporate. These chickpeas are gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna create a really, really nice sauce. I just put my chickpeas on the stove and I turned it on to medium high, number 7 if your stove has numbers. And I'm gonna start prepping my other source of protein, which is chicken thighs. I'm gonna properly show you how to season your chicken. If you caught the burger episode, you saw that you have to season meat generously. And that's what we're doing here. I'm using my Himalayan salt and I'm making sure each piece is evenly coated. Really simple, salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And that is one thing that the restaurants are doing that you are probably not doing at home, and it's seasoning your meat properly. If you season your meat properly, it's going to taste like it came from Freshie or Chipotle or all of those great places that charge you $15 for a Buddah Bowl. Keep your protein seasoned simply, your rice seasoned simply, and let the sauce do all of the work. We're getting there very soon. Stay tuned. I can hear those chickpeas boiling. What we're gonna do is turn them down and give them a stir so they can keep simmering. Perfect. This is boiling way too hard. I'm gonna turn it down, find that big chunk of curry paste and start mashing it up against the pot so we can get it fully incorporated. Look at that color. This should be smelling ultra delicious right now. These are going to continue to simmer. Put your lid just a little bit ajar so that some of that liquid can start evaporating. We want this to be a nice, saucy, thick mixture. Guys, this is not just for vegetarians. I'm knocking this heat back to minimum. This really does not need very much. It's gonna be done around the same time as the rice. So now that our vegan protein and our grain are working on the stove, I'm going to just finish up this chicken. It's salt, it's peppered, and I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of olive oil. Not too much, just a little kiss. These chicken thighs are ready to grill. We're gonna go medium high on the grill for 10 minutes until we knock it back to medium and let them go for another 15. I just pulled this chicken off the grill and it smells phenomenal. If you guys wanna see how I grill perfect chicken every time that is not dry, let me know in the comments below. Let's do that again. I think food fell out of my mouth. This is so good. You gotta make sure you do a quality control test every time. Very important step. Who are we kidding? Every Buddah Bowl is about the sauce. This is a peanut sauce that I'm showing you guys today. I'm starting with sesame seeds and I'm adding a bunch of garlic. I'm doing a big smash on this garlic and giving it a rough chop. And I'm building this entire sauce in my magic bullet because it's gonna do so much of the work for me. And in this goes. It cannot be a peanut sauce without nut butter. I'm using this nut and seed butter that I got at Costco, but you can use any nut butter you love. Whatever you have on hand will work. When you're building a sauce, you need to keep in mind all the flavors that are coming together. Right now, we've got some savory with those sesame seeds. We have spicy from the garlic. We have creamy and nutty from the butter. This is our salty from the tamari. Now you can add soy sauce if that's what you have. You can add Bragg's, but whatever you're using, you do need a salty umami element. I always add sesame oil. So all those savory ingredients need something to counterbalance them, and that's where the rice wine vinegar comes in. This rice wine vinegar is gonna wake up all of those flavors and really be the je ne sais quoi in this sauce. So in Asian cuisine, you're always trying to hit all of the senses on the taste buds. Salty, sweet, savory, everything. Sour. This is our sweet. I'm using maple syrup. You can use honey or whatever sweet you prefer. And if you're like me, you want some spice. You can do sriracha. I'm using sambal olik, sambal olek, sambal ground fresh chili paste. Now, what we've got here is an ultra concentrated sauce. Next pro tip coming at you. You're gonna wanna dilute this sauce with some water. I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna taste it and see how it's going. But if you're using your magic bullet, it's as easy as this. Twist this on and fire up your bullet. When you think it's done blending, it's not. Keep going. Those garlic cloves love to hang out in your sauce, so don't let them. Make sure you get to them. Oh my goodness. Now we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of warm water at a time until we get to the consistency we want. Oh, my espresso spoons, double as tasting spoons. This sauce, oh my gosh. The peanut taste, the vibrancy from the rice wine vinegar, the spiciness from that chili paste, little bit of sweetness from the maple syrup, not much, because this is a home run. I want you to make this sauce and put it on absolutely anything that is going bad in your refrigerator because holy moly, this is good. I'm gonna add 1/8 of a cup more. I want this to be nice and concentrated. So I really don't want to go crazy with the water. Oh, you need to see this consistency. This is pourable, bathable. You can do anything with this sauce. You can put this on a burger. You can put this on a wrap. This is a busy person's lifesaver. You know the cook eats first, right? That is reason enough to make these Buddah Bowls for all of your friends at the beach. And this is ready to travel to the cottage. We gotta check on everything that's happening at the stove. Our chickpeas, our brown rice. This brown rice is perfect. This is gonna form the base of our Buddah Bowls. We're gonna check on these chickpeas. They should be saucy, delicious, and it should be tightening up. As a last step to these chickpeas, I wanna add some lime. We're gonna squeeze the juice of half a lime right into these chickpeas and it's gonna wake up the flavors even more. So I mentioned we're going to the beach, and really we rented a cottage with our friends and we're going to the beach as part of the whole day. Obviously I'm really excited. And this is going to be one of our dinners on the beach. This is going to be fully assembled at the cottage. So I'm going to recruit a friend to help. That's a pro tip. These can be a little bit time consuming to assemble, but if you recruit a hungry friend, they will gladly help you. Red cabbage, this is our next ingredient because I love the way it looks in terms of color, and I'm just a really big fan of cabbage. I'm packaging this cabbage up in a little plastic bag with a paper towel on the bottom to absorb any moisture, and this will make sure our cabbage is nice and fresh when we get there and ready to assemble for the beach. When you're choosing vegetables for your Buddah Bowl, a great place to start is anything that's going bad in your fridge. That's great for weeknights and things like that. For this Buddah Bowl for my friends, I picked up some really nice beets because I love that earthy taste. If you don't like beets, choose something else. Choose sweet potatoes and roast them. Choose cauliflowers and roast them. Broccoli, roast that. You can use any vegetable that you enjoy will go into your Buddah Bowl. I like to do this with carrots that are on their last leg in my fridge, celery that maybe isn't as good as it used to be. Cover it in that peanut sauce and you're laughing. I'm shredding these beets with my mandolin because it makes them look extra fancy, but you can use whatever you have. I'm also going to add carrots to this Buddah Bowl, and in order to save time, this is another pro tip, I'm buying pre-shredded carrots. So when we get to the cottage, all I have to do is open up that little bag, grab these beets, these chickpeas, that chicken, the sauce, and everything's gonna be grab and go. So in this Buddah Bowl, we're gonna have shredded beets, shredded carrots, and also some spring mix. So for my perfect Buddah Bowl template, we've got the grains, we've got the protein, the veg, and now the garnish. I'm using peanuts today. I like a fine chop on the peanuts so they really stick to everything in the bowl. That is it, we're done. We're heading to the cottage. You guys are coming with us, and we'll see you there.
Hey, I got a confession. Been losing all momentum. Just because it's easy, but that don't make it better.
Yeah.
I wanna dig my hands deep down in the dirt. Take a walk along the street if I'm feeling dessert. All of this convenience just doesn't work for me. I wanna play with fire, let me get hurt. Can we take it back to 95? Before we had this drama in our lives, just staring at the screen every day and night. I miss the rush of living in real life. Go get your DeLorean. Oh, I miss the summers with you and never.
I think we need more beach days. Can you actually check if the subscribe button is working right here? Yeah, right there.